My name is Thandekile Mlausi, and we are here today at Silas Conference Center in Bulawayo for our Farmers Summit, which is being hosted by Nature Infelo Trust, where we'll be discussing the effects of battery cages on hens and layer chickens. So today we have various speakers who will be discussing on various sheltering systems and various management systems, as well as the campaign where it's at here in Zimbabwe, the situation that is there on the ground. We'll also talk about animal freedoms, where we'll discuss the essentiality of animals being free and the effects that animal freedom has on animals, especially in this juncture, birds and hens and chickens. The effects or the positive effects of animal freedoms in terms of production and the quality of products that it produces.
So these are the natural behaviors of chickens, and it is suppressed by what? By putting them in battery cages. And so so space and movement, we are talking about restriction to natural behavior. If freedom, you should have an answer. I have told you already. Discomfort, freedom to express normal behavior. And so when we're talking about limited space, we are talking about this. And
it means the ones that we prefer zama batteries sisithi isoft yaphangisa ukuvutwa amathamba ahlafuneka. I guess now it's so shed more light.
Anyone?
The question, I think it's just a suggestion. I think in schools I realize that most of these textbooks are still advocating for the use of battery cages. So abantwana laba abancane abafundi agriculture, they take battery cages as a better housing system than deep. So sebefundiswe kunjalo bahle bakuthathele phansi ukuthi ama-battery cages ale advantage. Most of them vele asoze beqedele esikole, omunye aqeda from grade 7 aqalisa ukuproduce. So asingeke si-expect ukuthi umuntu ofundiswe ngalolo hlobo asuke lapho ayigcina inkukhu zakhe ama-battery cages. So I think ama-textbooks lawa kumele this awareness campaign should reach the authors of these textbooks that are used by students or learners in schools, so that maybe urevise kunalokho ukwenzela ukuthi abantwana bafundiswe into eyiyo.
I think he introduced in a few years or 20 states, I'm not sure, but module. I'm not sure. MSU, I know it's just a part of a module, animal health, and they're now calling it animal health and animal welfare. So kunzima because already ngale phezulu kubo education lana ngabona bengakangana bayiqhakathekisa getting up phansi becomes difficult. So you can see we still need to make sure lakhona ngale phezulu siyaansa sikhulume la ayibadala sicelani at least ngale reviews it doesn't isikhangelele lathi ngapha ku animal welfare. But I think it's a very good point ngoba ezinye izinto kuya review o curriculum ba review kutshintshe CV. So maybe like if we take a stand sicela ukuthi this is what we are proposing, libizwe khona ngale leyo khulume defend ukuthi why ufuna all those things. So I think it's a very good point to note, especially when it comes to education.
Imazo ilayo, but they focus mainly on livestock anjengabo inkomo, not poultry. Poultry is not there.
So it's still a new subject that still needs to be pushed.
So space and movement, we are talking about restriction to natural behavior.
We continue with our summit today here at Silas Conference Center, where we are discussing the effects of battery cages on animal welfare. In this juncture, we are talking about a cage-free system with reference to our hens and our layer chickens. Our presentations are going on, and we've just heard presentation from Mr. Nkosana Kumano, where he was talking of animal freedoms. He mentioned 5 animal freedoms, and he talked about the essentiality of these animal freedoms and the effect it has, the positive effect the animal freedoms has on the production, on chicken production and the quality of meat and eggs that they produce. So, judging from the responses from our attendees, of our farmers and our participants, we can safely say that we are slowly introducing and we are slowly ensuring and demystifying the issue of battery cages. Now it's beginning to shed a bit of some light on the adverse effects it has on the chickens. We have also discussed in brief the various diseases that are associated with the use of battery cages. We've also had our second presentation on our from Smilo Ndlovu on housing systems. We've talked of basically there are 3 housing systems. We are talking of extensive housing, semi-intensive and intensive. So we've discussed further, and we've discussed more on those housing systems and the pros and cons of each. And it seems from the farmers and the responses that they are giving, judging from this, they are happy with the free-range system, the extensive system, in as much as it's a bit too unfriendly on the pocket when it comes to commercial farming, but it has and it produces a wide range of quality meats and eggs for our commercial farmers, and it seems to be a positive step and a step in the right direction for our campaign. Thanks to Nature and Velo Trust that's perpetually ensuring that they are imparting great knowledge to our farmers. This, it should be noted, is a topic that is a bit controversial for most people who are already into the intensive housing systems through the use of battery cages. So, in a way, it's a positive step in the right direction as well, because Nature and Velo Trust is perpetually investing in ensuring that our society has a paradigm shift and to continue to demystify the thoughts and to make sure and impart the knowledge that as well animal welfare is of importance. Thank you. Sayiphiwa umama Musmiso Ndlovu on our housing systems.
Are confined, wholly confined in an area. And then on these 3 housing systems, what determines, 1, the farmer's knowledge. Ukuthi ngize ngibe le extensive or semi-intensive or intensive housing is through your knowledge. 2, avail enough capital to have such kind of housing system. And then the other one, it depends on the large scale. Are you running a commercial, a small or a medium, whatever size? In scale of production, maybe you produce thousands of layers or 50. Umuntu ole 50 cannot have the same space than umuntu ole 1,000. Right, so it depends on which roughly. But now for the purpose of nothing focus they are trying to provide exercise to their chickens. But when I was but this is what you are trying to achieve. Let your hens or your layers have freedom. You picture a deep litter system. Right then.
We are living in a political sphere, especially from West Africa, ukuya kithi ngabe Southern Africa vele i-politics yiyo erana state of affairs yonke. Even for ifumbuzo ukuthi kwanze kuphumelela kumele the current structure of government ihambelane layo, and then iyakwanisa ukufaka i-stand hand ukuthi you know what, as the government we have vision 20 what and we want to address. So as farmers and researchers, I think that's where esithola khona i-resistance. So now my question is how as abantu abasha nabantu abadala in Zimbabwe managed to map a way forward.
You know, the approach also will help based on what you know. And isikhathi eziningi abantu they respond well if first you agree with them.
I think as consumers siza kuba convinced sokuthi hayi leli qanda nge-research eyathi leli qanda likho right, but ma usakhuluma only on welfare uconsumer kalanda ngoba yena ke akumthindi. But the moment i-research proves ukuthi alright leli qanda kumbe le inkukhu ibisidla lo mkhuhlane, then maybe kuza click ukuthi no, but this thing is not okay, not for the bad but for my health as well. So I think indaba ye-research it really has to be looked on kakhulu.
I-texture yesoup yakhona it's different, but angikaze ngutry ungathatha leli elethu leli elama-butter cakes, I guess awungeke uyenze iblanda le iblanda le ukuthi uzama ukuchikena le soup using iqanda.
Thina kule Animal Health Act and kube le Stop Trespassers Act, kube le Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act. Those things zonke lezi ziyaphila. Vele ungezwe sokulezi no tick phakathi. Kumele kube le act.
What happened on the ground ukuthi kuze kube njalo, there was a lot of advocacy. Waliwa we back and forth between the policy makers and abantu who are living with HIV. They fought that battle and they won it. And then saba the issue yama user fees ema clinic lesibhedlela. Bakubhana lokho or bazama ukuthi bakhipha ama user fees. Now when you're accessing your HIV medication kwezinye indawo it's for free nxa kungasondawo ezi private ukuyathatha, but kulezinye indawo uthi bhatali $2 esidilo administration fee and that, but sekuzindawo ezindutshwana. My point is there is a lot of advocacy that we need to do. Usanele ukhulume ngokuthi umthetho ukhona but ahula enjani ayikho that stringent and abantu ba find ways around it baphunyuke.
Kuyadingeka ukuthi thina njengabantu esikunanzelela ukuthi animal welfare iqakatheke njani sikhangela le ndaba yama-butter cages le, thina ngokwethu asizameni ukuthi sibe involved in conducting i-research ezakhupha ukuthi ama-butter cages amabi ngalokhu size silandelele lama-products akhona awenkukhu zonke zama-HENS amaqanda aproduce ukuba nama-butter cages sesiwacompare lokwenzakalayo ngaphi ku-depleter system. Engxenye it will be easy for us to convince people nxa sesilezinto ezibambekayo ezinjani. I think lakade singakhuluma i-animal welfare, there is a law governing animal welfare, but awukho umthetho othi ama-butter cages anganjani angasetshenziswa. That's why ama-butter cages esasebenza. So thina nxa sesenzile leyo research, it will be easy for us now to conduct ama-awareness campaigns and then involve the government. By involving the government then will come in with laws and regulations, kube lama-policies governing that. Kwazakala ukuthi osetholakala esebenzisa i-butter cage usesebenzisa into engekho ngaphi emthethweni. Ngemva kokuba thina sesiconducte i-research sabona ukuthi i-butter cage nansi sayicompare le depleter system, sabona ububi bayo, salandela ama-products awo, saba able to convince as scientists, saba able to convince abantu on the ground. So kuzakwenza ukuthi la i-government ikuthathele phezulu. Engxenye yesingathi hayi i-butter cage vele ayisafuneki la kubonakala eZimbabwe. Lathi sesingakwanisa ukuthi sibhoda ke sikhangela le butter cage hayi sesizama ukuthatha amanyathelo.
Ukuhamba kuma-policy review wona now. Recently they were saying the Animal Health Act was under review and babiza ukuthi there are stakeholder meetings okumele abantu bebuye to give ama-inputs. izikhathi eziningi siyakubekela khatshana sithi it doesn't concern us sibekele. I know also the Prevention to Cruelty to Animals Act yanika 1970 something is still under review. Izathi isuka ku parliamentary review izabuya ebantwini, and it is us now esesikwazi ukuthi siyakwazi ukuthi it's cruelty ukusebenzisa ama-battery cages.
Yes.
So lathi siku air out so that it is captured, and uzabona ukuthi nxa isiphaswa ibill okuzavela kumbe okuyabe kwenziwe it's a result of abantu abahambe bakuthi.
It's a great afternoon. We have just had our last and final segment where we were discussing the farmers' discussion, and to say a wide range of opinions came out in their responses, which is the positive responses that we're getting from the farmers. In terms of what should be done, what's the way forward, now that we've tried to impart to some of the farmers on the essentiality of the free range and the possible abolishment of the caging system of the battery cages. The farmers have come up with quite good points where they are saying there should be intense involvement of policymakers, have more advocacy spaces where we talk about animal welfare. There are already laws that have been passed before, but these do need amendments and these do need stringent action, and they do need stringent involvement in terms of ensuring that they are tough enough to the perpetrators of animal abuse. We have to look at animal abuse in terms of its effect it has, also in the impact it has, also on human health. We talked of trying and ensuring or pleading with the involvement of associations such as Standard Associations of Zimbabwe, the Consumer Council, who will look into the quality of products from free-range chickens and the battery-caged chickens. We are in a society where people believe in or people emphasize on the prices more than the quality of the goods they are buying. So at this juncture, this is what we're talking about. We also, in brief, looked at the management systems to say our poultry breeders, our chicken breeders should look at the management systems in terms of security, biosecurity, in terms of housing, proper housing, and ensuring that our animals are kept in clean areas and clean housing. So we also talked about the different housing systems also, as I have mentioned before. We talked of different housing systems, and we also talked on the emphasis for our government authorities to really look into making sure that proper housing systems are implemented. So generally this was it from our summit that we had today. Till next time, thank you.
Besifuya inkukhu singazi ukuthi lazo siyazihlukumeza. Ekade ukukhulu kade sikukhangele ukuthi ngibale kuhle amaqanda amaphumileyo laleyo kumele ngiyicheck ngoba kayinto ekuthanga. Kodwa ukuthi inhlalo yayo ibinjani into kade ngingayikhangeli. Kade semfundile ukuthi layo iyahlukumezeka empilweni yayo. Le mpaba ngale balayo ivela endleleni lami kade ngiyifuya ngayo ngoba bengizibona sibizwa le mpaba ngekhaya. Then i-cannibalism le ekhulunywe ngayo nasasithi kumbe ikudla kabuyiphekona, kanti ke no, i-answer yokuzonda endlela engiphathe ngakhona. So lokhu benefite kakhulu ngoba khona lapho.
Prize nalana iyabe lomutsho ngendlela amaqanda lana njani abekelwe ngakhona. So i-workshop le isizile ukuthi nginanzelele ukuthi kuqakathekile ukuthi nxa ngithenga iqanda ngiyokwazi. But esisenzayo suka lapha ngiyangena ku-TM, ufuna ukuyahamba kwi-section yamaqanda, ufuna ukuyakhangela khona ukuthi ukufundileyo ukuthi kunjani ukuze lami ngitshela abanye ukuthi ungakho ukudobha nje iqanda ngenxa ukuthi lichiphile uzazithengela umkhuhlane. Izinto ezichiphileyo ezisibulalayo. Yikho ngathi ngifundile okunye okuningi nje kodwa hayi lokho kungithatha.
Umlimi owamaphoyisa sengifundile ngemva kokufunda mayelana nokugcinakala kahle kwempuphu zama-layers. Nginanzelele amaphutha kade ngiwayenza ngoba ngiqalisa phezu ko-101 kodwa ngenxa yokuthi kade ngizifaka zindaweni eziningi impuphu zami eziningi zafa. Ngagcina senginokuthi ezaba-75 but ngemva kokufunda kuqakathekile ukuthi ngingazigcina njani. Ngibone sokungcono ukuthi ngibone ngi-adopt i-cage ngoba ngile-batch engenayo bengivele ngiplanile ukuthi ngizakuyathenga i-cage kodwa ngenxa yokufunda esengikwenzile angisiye kuthenga i-cage sengizazenza zibe ku-free range ngikwanisa ukuthi ngizifuye zilapho ezikhuleke khona ngi-observe ama-rights of animals ngoba engikubonayo ukuthi ngilahlekelwe zinkukhu ezinye zidumana nxa lapho zibekela zigcine sezidobholane zaqedana. So I'm grateful ngokufunda lokho esengikwenzile. I think from onwards angisebenzisa i-cage senzasebenzisa
Afternoon, my name is Charisma Kumar from Zimbabwe Animal Welfare. From today's interaction, what I got mostly was there is a need for like-minded people to meet more frequently and discuss these matters with animal welfare and how we conduct ourselves towards them. But there is a need to extend the hand even to laymen and policymakers and the government for ground truthing and the stamping of these policies. I think.
My name is Michael.
The company organization.
I'm the former development worker at Oracle.
So what brings you to do?
Today, for me, it was just a lesson how to keep poultry pets.
Okay, what is the most important thing that you got from the discussion today?
The most discussion is all about like freedom of beds that we are supposed to implement. Not to we confine some beds within the same place. So it's supposed to have the freedom of hunger and thirst. It has to be freedom from discomfort and freedom from diseases. Short, that's what I
Sanganani Zimbabwe izolami ngisanendlovu oyinhlanganisweni ye-China Trust. Namuhla sibesihlangene ngohlelo lokufundisa ama-farmers ukuthi ama-battery cages limaza kangakanani iinkukhu zamaqanda. Kungakho-ke sithole imibono eminingi emihle evela kuma-farmers ukuthi kungabe kungenziwa njani ukuthi bakwanise ukuqhubeka befuya iinkukhu zabo zingasekho kuma-cage njalo nabo bakwanise ukube besathola indleko ezitholakalayo iinkukhu zamaqanda. So thina njenge-Nature Imvelo siyinhlanganiso ekhangelele kakhulu ekunakekelweni kwenyamazana ezeganga ezekhaya lalezo ezilinywayo abathi ngesilungu ama-farmed animals. So sisebenziselana nobudlelwano obuningi lamabandla ahlukeneyo awekahulumeni namanye angekho kuhulumeni abawathi ngama-NGO. So siyabambisana ekuboneni ukuthi siyafundisa abantu ngokuhlelo ezitshiyeneyo zokugcina inyamazana njalo lokuthi sibancedise ukuthi uma begcina lezi ezithiwa ngama-farmed animals bangenze njani ukuze babone ukuthi baya-realize ama-profits.